Oh, we got Sages. Happy birthday, Sag. Sag is like, please give me a fucking good reading. Please. 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 Happy birthday, Sag. It's kind of weird because, I mean, I definitely feel the shift from Scorpio to Sag. But then with South Node here, it also feels like, is this really Sag? Oh, yeah, it is. It is. So don't feel weird if people are kind of weird about your birthday this year, Sag. Like, kind of like feeling like left out. That happens on South Node years when the sun's in your sign with South Node. Let's see what's going on with your first card for this love reading. You get the Queen of Pentacles. Well, I think that this is restoring a big week for you of knowing that you are the shit, that you have, how much quality of a person that you are. Is your partner or the people that you're choosing or dating and stuff have that same quality back? Or are you the one with everything? Or, I'm going to call it out, especially, 85% of our audience are ladies. Are you with a scrub? And you're the one that's paying the bills and dealing with things? That popped up. Taurus, you knew it. That's the challenge. Boom. I think that you're having issues really wondering if you should hold on to a partnership that has to deal with especially financial issues. I don't think that the partner has the ability to create what you want. I think that, look at this. You have Queen of Pentacles. You want this great lavish life and good things in life, but it's not there, or they're delivering it to you and you don't have the ability to deliver it back, and it feels weird and it feels like you don't have it, your self-worth. So either way, it's self-worth tests. There's definitely some big self-worth tests. Also, it has to deal with physicality, has to deal with attractiveness. So, I mean, like, are you really that attracted? Are you doing it, or are you doing it for money? Are you doing it for kind of a look? You did pull the victorious card of the Six of Wands upright. So I think victory comes when you can have what you want. I just think that your challenge here is like, are you sure you want to have what you have here? Because the only victory that's going to come is when you're actually in the energy of being able to have, and look at, there's money floating around in this thing and jewels. And I know that some people might get triggered about that shit, but it's like, I think that you really do have to look, especially in these times, the financial markets and stuff. You can't be crazy, Sag, and start like, carrying somebody else's load or having somebody carry your load, unless, like you really want them. And like, it's like, you see a future with them and all that stuff. But I got a feeling that this is more of like the Sag is carrying the load for others. And then if you're happening to be a Sag and somebody's carrying the load for you, are you being used, and are they really in love with you fully? Naked before the stars is your shadow. I feel like you're living a double life, but not like what we would think. I would say that you feel like you're kind of on your own spiritually, and you're listening to all these beautiful things in the universe, but you either have to explain it to your partner, or your partner's just not there with you, and there's kind of like you on the other side of the glass. And especially with that whole Taurus thing, it's almost like, and look at, she's definitely like all ready to have a good time, but she's on the other side of the glass. So it might feel like it's kind of weird. The last two readings, Aries, and then one of the readings, Aries, and then this one. I feel like, there's some issues about physicality here, attractiveness, passion in that way. And not like edge Scorpio passion, but this one would be more of like, I don't know if I like the smell of you. I don't know if I really look at you and go, Or somebody might be doing that to you, and that's messing with your self-worth, and you need to get out of that kind of situation. You have the Four of Wands in reverse. So if you're thinking about marriage, celebration in some sort of way, but all the pieces and the ingredients aren't there, I mean, I think that you're wasting your time. I also feel like there's not much to celebrate about when you're doing things because to either cheapen yourself, lighten your load, move, cut off because to save your money, stuff like that. Like, that's not a celebration. Your Queen of Pentacles that pulled up here. Like, you have the abundance, but you can't be with any partners or choosing partners that don't have that same abundance. And trying to throw a celebration, that's not something to celebrate about. Like, I'm downsizing, or like we're cutting things off while I can still carry the load, and I'm waiting on my partner to figure it out. Or you're that person in that scenario. That's fucking probably the worst feeling you could have in love ever. It's number one reason why people break up usually. You did get the moon card reversed here with the 6 of Wands. That's kind of rough because it's saying that your only victory is when you finally stop suppressing your real feelings. And I got a feeling there are issues on attractiveness. I think that you might be even attracted to other people and you're too afraid to say things. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. And that's your fucking issues going on right now. And I think that the universe is trying to have you avoid going into a really stupid situation. This is a full moon lunar eclipse that is happening as we come into Sunday into Monday. And it is in your relationship house. And Neptune coming direct in your emotional house. So the emotions are definitely a big deal that are going to be woken up. And I think you've been suppressing things and trying to just get through. You pulled the High Priestess. Your gut already knows. You already see the visions of what's going to happen. But I think that you have not been listening to them. And you have to listen to them now. And wow, you got nature spirit. So you got 2 things dealing with guides. Your guides are very clear on what to do. I think that you need to follow the guides and stop following the more opposite of that, which would be kind of like your own control or your own ego's way of like how you think I have to do this or I can't leave this or I can't do that, or you got to listen to your gut here and you gotta listen to your guides, and you can't cheapen yourself here. You can't cheapen yourself because then you're cheapening your guides. Basically, you're going to be trading in your guides the more you're cheapening yourself. And I don't know if you want shittier guides. Believe it, that exists. I mean, wow, that's deep shit right there. Oh shit! You even had one fall. Ooh, cheapening your guides. Have you ever thought about that? Neptune in the 4th house in Scorpio. There is definitely hidden emotions here, and they are about desires that are about to be revealed, and you can't put on the facade or show. You might even be dealing with a partner too, who might be there. There's definitely trust, emotional, weird stuff, deep. I'm going to say this too, like bonded emotional situations that are more of a show than putting for the real dough. So it's like a golfer who's putting and actually thinks they can make the putt in and is throwing a lot of money on it and totally keeps missing the putt. And then you just think like, it's a little Happy Gilmore-ish, like, like you might be able to drive the ball far, but can you really get it in the hole?
Yeah, there's a vulnerability aspect of it as well, that you're kind of not allowing yourself to fully process the emotions, the range of emotions that you need to get to where you need to go. I think that there's somewhat of a limiting aspect is where you're not fully processing maybe this potential relationship that you're in, or maybe even the potential relationship that you're trying to have with yourself. It's in there somewhere. I promise you, it's in there somewhere.
You'll find the hole eventually.
You'll find it, but you got to be open. You got to allow yourself to see everything for what it is, without the limiting views of it, without the limiting, thought process or aspects of love that you're trying to hold back within for some reason that you're not letting yourself progress forward. If you just continue to say no, or on the other aspect, if you just continue to say yes without the worthiness behind it, you'll just get lost within inside yourself. And like David said, you're going to, downplay your guides, have shitty guides. And that's not going to work out. It's not going to be beneficial for anybody, in yourself or in the relationship. So I think it is being vulnerable with yourself and vulnerable with your partner, and speak it. Speak it into, I don't like to say speak it into existence, because it is you as well having to put that energetic life force behind it. But just tap back into that root of yourself, that root of the appreciation that you truly do have and that you truly do deserve.
I just put in the chat, no more bad holes.
No more bad holes.
Because it's a gaping hole, right? It's just like, especially, I feel like this is like, gosh, I don't know why. It's like nothing against the 99-cent store. I know that people go there and everything, but
I like to get bubbles from there.
I know. That's why I'm being very tender about this. But I mean, because I know we're guys, so it's very hard. It's like, okay, so I'm trying to figure out a way. It's like paper towels at the 99-cent store will get things done. But paper towels,
steak from the 99-cent store will not get it done.
They won't. I've never walked into a 99-cent store in my life. So, and that's just because my moon in Taurus would be like, no. But I'm the kind of person where if I see a deal at CVS or at Walgreens for paper towels, I'll still choose the better brand for a little more, because I know I'll be happier in the end than saving $1. And I feel like this is where you're at with relationships. Like, I'll just take the 99 cent.
Right.
And you know, there's nothing worse because it leaves more on the window, leaves more on the mirror. They break, and you're that person that energetically holds that when you're walking out of the store. So, I'm cheapening those guides by not listening to them. But a lot of financial stuff in that reading, actually. Aquarius.
But speaking of bubbles.
Ooh. Is that a Sprite?
Always a good time. No, there's bubbles.
You know, if you were to give that to me, I would have thought that was a Sprite and I would have drank it.
Don't do that. Don't be drinking my bubbles.
It looks like a fucking 1 liter Sprite. I would have been like, oh, fuck yeah, Aquarius.
Bubbles.
I would have, you know, oh yeah, where's this is my new friend. I stole this. This was actually from Christy Joyce from the UK. She had somebody in the UK make this for my cats. And then, of course, Pixie, the Pisces, got fish. Leo, my cat, got the lion. I jacked this from my own cat.
You gonna sleep with it, or
no? It's like I'm actually. I don't know if you watched Friday's
I haven't
Venus After Dark. We did Venus and Mars After Dark because I was the only guy in there.
I haven't finished it yet.
Oh well, we got to the very end where it was like, because I have no personal life and I work and I don't have a lover or anything, that I'm going to like make puppet shows.
Oh, nice.
But not with this one. But of course, this is, and I named this one. You didn't get that far in the show?
No.
Cordell.